Chen Feiyu and Wang Yinglu break their silence, relationship. Confirmation leaves fans in tears. Welcome to Starper TV. I'm so glad you're here. This is your go-to spot for all the latest news, exciting updates, and in-depth stories about your favorite stars. For weeks, social media platforms have been buzzing with whispers about Chen Feiyu and Wang Yinglu. The rumors began as nothing more than scattered posts on fan forums. But in the last few days, everything has exploded into a full-blown media storm. And now, the two stars have finally broken their silence, with a statement that has left fans across the country both shocked and emotional. The first sparks, how it all began. It all started with a single paparazzi photo. Just one. Chen Feiyu, in a simple black hoodie, walking through a quiet street late at night. Beside him, Wang Yinglu dressed casually but unmistakable, even with a baseball cap pulled low. At first, netizens thought it was just two friends heading home after a group gathering. But the body language in the photo told a different story. Chen's hand wasn't just casually swinging at his side. It was slightly angled toward Wang Yinglu, as though he was ready to catch her if she stumbled. And the way she was leaning slightly toward him, her head tilted as if listening closely, made the internet explode with comments like, "This is not just friendship. Look at how comfortable they are together. I can smell romance from this photo. Don't play with our hearts. Please confirm it." Within hours, the picture went viral. Silent days, the period of denial and speculation. Neither Chen Feiyu nor Wang Yinglu said a single word at first. Their social media accounts stayed quiet. Their agencies issued no comments, and their schedules continued as normal. But the silence only fueled the fire. Every time the two appeared in public, whether at separate events or in group settings, netizens began to dissect every frame. If Chen smiled a certain way, fans claimed it was because of Wang. If Wang looked distracted, people speculated she had been texting him. Even their outfits were analyzed for signs of couple fashion. One particularly viral post claimed that the two were seen wearing matching white sneakers on different occasions. "This is not coincidence," the post read. "This is love in disguise." The breakthrough moment, paparazzi strike again. 2 weeks after the first rumor, paparazzi released a short video clip that changed everything. The footage showed Chen Feiyu and Wang Yinglu entering a quiet restaurant together. They didn't come with a group, it was just the two of them. The most telling part, after they sat down, Chen reached across the table and pushed Wang's hair behind her ear while speaking to her. The intimate gesture sent the internet into meltdown. Others expressed heartbreak, especially from Chen's longtime admirers, who had secretly hoped to see him single for longer. The official statement, breaking the silence. Yesterday, the world finally got an answer. At a press event for an upcoming drama, Chen Feiyu was asked directly by a reporter if the dating rumors with Wang Yinglu were true. He paused, glanced at the ground for a moment, then smiled faintly. Gasps filled the room. Journalists immediately followed up, asking for clarification. Chen simply nodded and added, "Yes, we are seeing each other." The reactions, tears, cheers, and shock. The internet became a battlefield of emotions. Some fans posted crying emojis, not because they disapproved, but because the confirmation felt like the end of an era. Others celebrated the courage it took for them to go public in an industry where relationships are often kept secret. Meanwhile, in fan group chats, messages flooded in about how perfect they looked together, how their personalities matched, and how much chemistry they had shown even in casual settings. Another insider revealed that Chen and Wang had actually been close for months, before the public even noticed, meeting frequently for script readings, dinners, and quiet getaways. What comes next for the couple? Now that they've gone public, the question on everyone's mind is, what's next? Will they be spotted together more often? Will they attend events as a couple? And most importantly, will this relationship survive the pressure of the entertainment industry? Fans are already imagining joint magazine covers, brand deals featuring both of them, and even possible on-screen collaborations. But some warn that the public attention could be overwhelming, especially with the paparazzi now fully focused on them. A love story that fans will remember, Whether you're a supporter or a skeptic, there's no denying that. Chen Feiyu and Wang Yinglu's public confirmation is one of the most talked about celebrity relationship reveals of the year. It's not just about two stars dating. It's about the way they chose to be honest despite the risk. In an industry where secrecy often rules, they decided to share their happiness openly. And that, perhaps, is why so many fans are emotional. It's rare, it's brave, and it's a reminder that even in the glittering world of showbiz, real feelings still exist. In the end, Chen Feiyu and Wang Yinglu's decision to finally speak up has left the entire fandom in an emotional whirlwind. What began as whispers and speculation has now turned into a heartfelt reality that many fans never expected to see confirmed. Their words were raw, filled with sincerity, and carried the weight of everything they have been through together and apart. As the news spreads, social media is exploding with reactions, from tearful blessings to stunned disbelief. Whether you have been rooting for them from day one or doubted every rumor, this moment has made one thing clear. Their bond is genuine and stronger than ever. Chen Feiyu and Wang Yinglu's confession is not just a relationship update. It is a love story unfolding before our eyes, and for fans, this is a chapter they will never forget. And there you have it. After months of whispers, blurry photos, and endless speculation, Chen Feiyu and Wang Yinglu have finally decided to speak up and put an end to the guessing game. Their confirmation was not just a statement. It was a heartfelt moment that pulled back the curtain on their private world. Watching them share their feelings so openly has left fans around the globe with tears in their eyes, some out of pure joy, others because the reality of their relationship feels like the final chapter of a long love story they've been invested in from the start. What's even more touching is how they chose to break the news, not through flashy events or staged photos, but in a genuine, personal way that felt real and unpolished. It's as if they wanted to speak directly to the people who have supported them, letting their emotions guide every word. This is the kind of moment that makes fans feel like they're part of something bigger, part of a love that's been quietly blossoming behind the scenes. Of course, the announcement will spark even more conversations, theories, and maybe even a few broken hearts among those who secretly wished this pairing was just another rumor. But in the end, what matters most is that Chen Feiyu and Wang Yinglu are happy, and their happiness has now been shared with the world. Whether you've been rooting for them from day one or you're just now realizing the depth of their bond, one thing's for sure: this is a love story that will be remembered, talked about, and cherished for years to come. Disclaimer: the following story is based on rumors, public sightings, and netizen discussions. Nothing has been officially confirmed by Chen Feiyu